2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is... And
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, DA. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5 spot. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
VanVleet passes to Ibaka. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And so Allen will bring it up for the Nets.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Ibaka, no luck. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Irving. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's a man's play right there. Kyrie doing what the defender doesn't want him to do. And one opportunity.
And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league. Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Ibaka kicks to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. They need this. To the middle. Pass to Ibaka. The Raptors need to get a shot off. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And the lid comes off the basket after 4 straight misses. They finally get one.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Right wing. Back to Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. Now, here's Anunoby. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Here's Lowry, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Marc Gasol's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. Lowry kicks to Gasol. And it's sent back by KD.
I'll tell you, if you're not looking out, KD will send your shot back.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by VanVleet. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Caris LeVert. Then for the Raptors, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And it's sent back by KD. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one...
Oh, goodness! Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it. One more for the highlight reel. KD with the skyscraper.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's Powell on the wing. Down low. Back to Gasol. And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Prince. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Boucher kicks to Gasol.
It's interesting, Gasol entered the league as a big guy with raw tools. Now one of the most highly skilled centers in the game.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
52 seconds left in the first. And here are the Nets. They're on a 17-5 run. Prince, the pass to Luau. The offensive rebound, Jordan. And Harris wide open. He shoots a three-pointer off the mark. Raptors trail by 12. Here's Hollis Jefferson, and it's sent back by Irving. Here's Prince, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. So it's Toronto now. They trail by 14.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Got a piece of it.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And they're Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his.
It was always a team, and I think we don't.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Luau, and it's LeVert in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Luau-Cabarrot kicks to LeVert. For 3, Harris doesn't go for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Here's Boucher, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. He's off on the first. Some changes for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for Jordan. Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Harris. Then for the Raptors, Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Powell. Siakam against Allen. And he makes that one.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka, the ability to absorb contact while maintaining control.
And Pascal Siakam can absolutely score in bunches. Put up 25 in a quarter last season, and when he gets going, look out.
GA, when Pascal Siakam is on, it seems like he's involved in every play. Must stay consistent. But you know what? He's a special player who can carry a team to win on any given night.
Van Vliet outside. To the paint. Ibaka, no luck. Brooklyn leading by 9. And then Durant with the dunk.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Durant with the steal. They're running. On up the court. Basket good. Luwabu's got 5 points so far.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Irving kicks to KD. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Van Vliet. Banked in off the glass. Van Vliet's got his first points of the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside Durant, Allen trying to break free. And KD, good for three. KD's got 7 points for the quarter.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Temple comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the Raptors, Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Passes it to Dinwiddie. LeVert in the corner. Off target from outside. Raptors trail by 10. Siakam finds Davis. Stolen away. And now it's Allen. Running. He can go all the way.
Awesome job running the correct route there, and Allen just beating everyone to the right spot. Nice.
Davis dishes to Gasol. And it's KD with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 12. To the inside. And Allen slams it in.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Dinwiddie outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
I mean, running the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with Durant once he gets out in the open floor.
Here's Powell. And it's sent back by KD. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
We start to talk about all the things Durant can do, but scoring still what he does best. What a night.
Now the pass to Gasol. Boucher kicks to Gasol. And that one, good. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
That's just a solid execution to get a wide open look.
Dinwiddie outside. 1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and that'll do it for us, the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the 3.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team. As we've seen, some guys develop range as the years go on. Not Durant. He shot over 42% from 3 in his second season.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Kicks to Lowry. Left side Ibaka. Back to Lowry. And there's the feed to Ibaka. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Dinwiddie, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Prince, the pass to Harris. Irving from long range. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. Takes it out to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Oh, Dinwiddie in position. That one, no good. Raptors trail by 20. Anunoby with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Siakam. And no good. Prince with the defensive effort. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Tries from 10. That's good from Harris on the assist by Prince.
Defensively, just too many baskets in transition. It's really, that's been the difference.
Left side Lowry. And stolen by Jordan. Harris outside. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Van Vliet. And again, no good by Toronto. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 17-6 run. Irving looking over the floor, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Luwawu is checked in for Irving. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Goes up and slam dunk by Harris.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Boucher kicks to Powell. Now, here's Boucher. Guarded by Prince. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got 6.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Dinwiddie finds Harris. Here's Prince. To the wing on the left. Here's Luwawu. Off target with his 3. Back to Jordan. Pass to Luwawu. In the corner, it's Harris. Dinwiddie outside. Lets the 3 fly. Joe Harris, and that's good. Harris has got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Gasol. Here's Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Puts up a 3. Boucher tipped back in for 2.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Nets out in front, running away with it. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Net shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Crawford out there with Luwawu, and it's Harris in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. But they get it back. Launches a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Lobs it up for Jordan.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Boucher passes to Hollis Jefferson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Right side, Jordan. Prince wide open. No good on the 3. Prince has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Here's Powell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Powell's got his first points in this one.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Pass to Luwawu. In the corner, it's Crawford. Misses the 3.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. Thomas comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. McCaw kicks to Powell. Inside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 6 to shoot. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Siakam, good.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Van Vliet wide open. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the shot is good. KD's got 20 points.
Defensively, you can't give Durant this kind of look and expect to get a stop.
And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Lowry.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nets leading by 21. Passes it to Irving. Allen with it. Defended by Ibaka. Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. And a wide open look for Irving. Knocks down the 3-ball. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
It's LeVert on the wing. Oh, Dinwiddie in position.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Brooklyn.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
I'll tell you, his shot blocking made a big impact. Whether it was on the ball or rotating over to help, he provided the intimidation factor this defense needed.
5 on the clock. Here's Allen. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Anunoby. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Very strong drive. OG showing the body control to get to and finish at the rim.
Johnson attacking, lays it up and banks it in.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Back to Anunoby. It's stolen by Allen. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Powell, he's checked in for the Raptors. Johnson finds Crawford. Back to Johnson. Over in the corner, Kurucs. No good on that one. Here's Toronto now. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Crawford with the steal. Johnson goes in, and it's Johnson with the jam.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Outside Thomas. The pass to Boucher. Outside for Thomas. Misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bustling financial district. And
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. Now here's Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. Count it. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, here's Lillard after the miss from Serge Ibaka. It's stolen by Lowry. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way over Anthony. It's stolen by Ariza. And they're on the break for the finish. And then Lillard slams it in.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Here's Lowry, and the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard. The tray. He's off on that one. And Toronto will come the other way. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019. And as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward. Rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
And here's Lowry after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. By himself, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And it's good for 2.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 7. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Portland also making some changes. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Zach Collins subbed in for Anthony. Ariza finds Collins. They get it back. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 5. Lillard the pass to Whiteside. This one for 3, and Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Whiteside. Lillard's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Trailblazers. Here's Davis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Toronto shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Pascal Siakam.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. He got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Gasol. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Ball stolen. Here's Powell. Makes it off the glass.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Passes to Collins. Hood kicks to Collins. Taken away. Gasol looking around. Pass to Boucher. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Seeing the court like a point, that's Gasol showing the full range of his skills.
To the left side wing. Right side inside. Boucher defending. Right side, good.
So long, Whiteside can go over or around defenders. Nice touch, too.
It's Davis with the drive. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. A solo fast break. Here's Boucher. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 2. We'll be back shortly. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Little out there with Hood. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Collins. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard. Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. The pass to Boucher. Raptors moving the ball around. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 4. To the inside. Here's Little. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Powell, that's good.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Pass to Trent. Down low. Kicks it out to McCollum. Little dishes to Collins. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Collins has got 4 points this quarter.
This is where you want Collins to get the ball. He's a throwback kind of big man who thrives inside.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Passes it to Davis. Knocked away. Davis against Hood. Outside Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Improving as a distributor, it helps when Hood tries to share it like this.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Siakam is checked in for Marc Gasol. Lillard outside. Kicks it out to Ariza. McCollum outside. 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Lillard missing. Raptors trail by 7. Ibaka outside. Anunoby in the corner. The feed now to Ibaka. For 3, Van Vliet drains the three-pointer.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Toronto grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Nurkic with the steal. Lillard with it. Lowry picks him up. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got his first bucket in this one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Van Vliet wide open. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
And he had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. And hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Anunoby passes to Siakam.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Lillard outside. Ariza finds Lillard. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 12.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
And stolen by Ariza. Lillard outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. Taken away by Anthony. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And so it's Portland ahead by 9. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 15 points and... Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Portland leading by 9. Leaves the dishes to Nurkic. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Lillard finds Anthony. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Anthony. Lillard's got 18 points.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Offline with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Siakam, good.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Anthony against Lowry. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Norman Powell subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Raptors trail by 8. Lobs it up for Lowry and stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
They swipe it. Here's Anthony. And he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Hollis Jefferson kicks to Siakam. And Toronto turns it over again. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Davis comes in for Kyle Lowry. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Rodney Hood subbed in for Little. Three-pointer, Lillard. That one, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
He gets that one. Howell's got 7 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Lillard surveying the D. 1:52 left in the third. Over to the left wing. Trent. And the jam by Whiteside.
You got to keep Whiteside off the glass because he's a huge threat to put misses back in.
Raptors trail by 12. And here is Davis. Boucher finds Hollis Jefferson. And here is Davis. Now here's Gasol. Covered by Lillard. Powell, the pass to Boucher. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Well, because of Whiteside's instincts and awareness, he can pretty much block anything in his proximity.
Over in the corner, Lillard launches it, buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 21 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Powell for three. It's hauled in by Trent.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work.
And a wide open look for Hood. And the Trailblazers, another three.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Nobody near Lillard. But they'll get another chance. Whiteside kicks to Lillard. From past the arc, hits it from three-point range. 24 points for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And stolen by Whiteside. Pushing it up the floor. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
It's never really easy trying to guard Nurkic. I mean, even when you get physical, he just stays with it.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Eight seconds left in the third quarter. VanVleet looking around.
The size and intimidating presence of Nurkic, I mean, it provides on defense. It's just huge. Awesome at throwing off shooters.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers finishing the quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Whiteside, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So he saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Siakam. Matt Thomas comes in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Kyle Lowry. Little passes to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. Anthony finds Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Now, this is aggressive. I mean, I like that Collins focused on dunking rather than simply laying it in.
Back to Thomas. Ibaka right side. He can't get that one to fall. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Swanigan, defended by Ibaka.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Johnson, nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Johnson's got his first 2 points. There's the pass to Carmelo. Here's Simons in the corner, Collins with it, and there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for the Trailblazers. To the middle, here's Anunoby. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Look at the playmaking ability of Johnson. Just such a gifted passer.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Simons, the pass to Swanigan. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Kicks it out to Johnson. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Little. Here's Swanigan. Outside Collins. It's stolen by Ibaka. Lobs it up for Ibaka.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Swanigan the pass to Hezonja. Collins kicks to Hezonja. To the paint. Here's Swanigan, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
Here's Swanigan, defended by Ibaka. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to McCaw. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson, a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were the bustling city of Portland. So the Nets starting 5. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Allen.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Down low, it's tipped. Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Dinwiddie passes to Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. McCollum, left side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid is he only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level. And he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
Here's McCollum. Jared Allen making his last shot. Back to Lillard. Some solid defense there from Irving.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard attacking.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
The Nets working the ball around now. Anthony against Durant. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Ariza's got the ball. So they take the lead.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Irving finds LeVert. Back to Irving. Fires from deep. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
As dead-eye and outside shooter that we have in the league, Irving has the ability to scorch you from there.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Irving. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Here's LeVert. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Lillard again missing. Brooklyn trailing. It's Durant with the drive, and KD throws it down.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. On its way from Irving for 2. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Zach Collins checked in for Nurkic. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Trent passes to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Pass to Prince to the inside. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Prince.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Portland out in front. They lead by a bucket. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Prince kicks to Harris. Feeds it to Crawford. It's Jordan on the wing. He's covered by Whiteside. Crawford outside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Put on the wing. Out to the wing. Now here's Little, guarded by Harris. Little kicks to Collins. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
It's Jordan on the wing. He's covered by Whiteside. And it's Harris off the drive. Fades. No good from Jordan. Portland leading. Trent passes to Whiteside. And stolen by Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. It's blocked. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Collins passes to Whiteside. Back to Collins. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. Kicks it out to Collins. Passes it to Whiteside. Over Jordan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Collins has got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Prince finds Harris. Outside Jordan. Knocked loose. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Lillard from outside. Portland no good that time either. Nets trail by 4.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State. a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Out to the right wing. Lillard surveying the D. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 7.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Durant, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Little. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. The 3. And it's Lillard again missing.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Over in the corner, Kurucs. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Ariza in the corner. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Shoots over LeVert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Well, free throw is good from Lillard. Outside Irving. Allen left side. Dinwiddie outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Lillard from deep three-point land. They get it again. Nurkic finds McCollum. Lillard against Allen. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
And the basket is good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Right side, Irving. It's Durant on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Portland leading by 8. Ariza outside. Lillard against Irving. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Nurkic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. LeVert in the corner. The Nets working the ball around now. Allen inside. Anthony on him. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you know, not normally the guy you see crashing the boards there, but Harris giving some extra effort on the rebound.
Lillard outside. And it's Ariza in the corner. And there's the pass to Nurkic. Back to Anthony. It's Ariza on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nurkic. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Goes up with it. And it's sent back by Allen.
Don't challenge him. Get that out of here. Allen's almost 7 feet now. He's got excellent timing and good bounce.
And here's Harris from the arc. And the 3 ball is good. And now just a 3-point Portland lead.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
It's Ariza on the wing. Inside. Out to Anthony. And a wide open look for McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Allen finds Irving. To the middle. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Allen.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Back to Lillard. Nurkic in the post, defended by Allen. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way for 3. Harris. Ariza with the rebound. Anthony with it, picked up by Harris. Ariza outside, banked in off the glass. Ariza's got his second bucket.
Man, love the size Ariza has down low, using his long arms to get off shots inside.
Here's Irving, and he banks in the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over in the corner, Lillard. Shoots from the elbow. That shot off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers out in front, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Whiteside is out there with Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Luwawu.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's KD. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
McCollum right side. It's McCollum on the wing. He feeds it to Whiteside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Prince. Pass to Dinwiddie. It's Durant on the wing. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. Dinwiddie against McCollum. And here's Whiteside. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Little finishing it off.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
In transition, here come the Nets. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Whiteside against Jordan. Whiteside, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Pass to Whiteside. They get the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kicks it out to McCollum. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Nets leading by 5. Here's the lob to the hoop. Prince misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And the coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
Inside, the 10-footer. No good off the back of the rim. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Prince finds KD. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a 9-point Nets lead.
Prince is effective at converting second-chance opportunities when he chooses to go after them.
Passes a little. Back to McCollum. There's 38 seconds left in the game. And it's in there. And the Nets with possession here. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Prince, the pass to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And here's KD for 3. Durant with another miss. The Blazers on offense.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
The rebound by Prince. Dinwiddie outside. Out to the right wing. Luwawu off target from the wing. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them.
The skyline of downtown Toronto. And is
Kevin, thanks very much.
all right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Here's VanVleet after the basket by Brooklyn. Down low. Lets it go from 11. And it's sent back by Allen. Irving passes to Dinwiddie. There's the triple. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Anunoby. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
OG Anunoby out of Indiana. He was the 23rd pick in the 2017 draft. Another great draft selection that day. Slipped due to injuries concerns, but he's been great.
And Smitty, with OG Anunoby, he has a very high ceiling with what he can become.
Greg, OG Anunoby can impact the game on both sides of the ball, which is fantastic. He's a solid defender, and with the ball in his hands, he's very smart, making good decisions. This team is very excited to see his development.
VanVleet kicks to Ibaka. VanVleet against Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ibaka. Nice D from Durant.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Good on the shot.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Tipped away. Durant with the steal. Irving with it. Lowry picks him up. Here's Dinwiddie. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Dinwiddie's got 6 points. Siakam inside. Defended by Durant. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Makes it off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Siakam's shot is off.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
And it's LeVert missing. And the Raptors off to a slow start. 6-point game. Back to VanVleet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Ibaka, no luck. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. And Harris subbed in for Karis LeVert. There's Hollis-Jefferson. That shot off. Some solid defense there from KD. Back to Dinwiddie. Powell against Harris. The pass to Durant. Back to Harris. Jordan high post. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Most of DeAndre's field goals are dunks. Exceptional at getting great position down inside.
Gasol passes to Lowry. And Jordan sends it back. And he recovers it. Lowry can't get it to go.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
It's Durant on the wing. And then Durant with the jam.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And Toronto has possession. After the basket by Brooklyn. And Katie throws it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Gasol trying to free himself up. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Harris, right side. For three. Gasol with the rebound. And so Gasol will bring it up for Toronto. Down by 12. Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Luwawu. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his...
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And two former Defensive Players of the Year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
We've got Rondé Hollis Jefferson. There's Boucher out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Davis, and it's Powell in a two-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. The Raptors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
For 3, Van Vliet. Rebounded by the Nets. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Lobbed up there for Allen. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Van Vliet passes to Boucher, and they pick up 2.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Stolen by Van Vliet. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Prince with the defensive effort. Nets leading by 14.
Fred Van Vliet, a weapon from the outside, has a great shot that he can pull up at a moment's notice. He's consistent on catch and shoots as well as off the dribble.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
It's stolen by Davis. Fast break Toronto. Siakam's running. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
And it's LeVert missing.
And with Van Vliet, about half of his shots are from deep.
You're right, GA. That's the #1 part of his offense, of his game right now. He can shoot it deep, but he also can drive it. He shoots a low field goal percentage from those shots because of the distance. But I love Fred Van Vliet. He knows how to play.
Harris kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. LeVert with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Raptors trail by 10. Here's Siakam. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Davis with it, picked up by Harris. Here's Van Vliet, finished off the break.
Amazing effort by Fred Van Vliet. He's up the court so fast to finish that play.
Pass to Allen. LeVert kicks to Harris. And the Nets miss again.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Van Vliet against Harris. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense. I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
To the inside, and stolen by Prince. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. LeVert the pass to Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Such a force as Allen goes to the line. A real throwback. Jared is a center who primarily operates near the hoop.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Irving misses. And again, Toronto running the court in transition. Here's Lowry, back to Gasol. Outside for Lowry. Jared Allen has been on display.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 9 points. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
They've really worked the inside.
And that'll about do it as we...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Jared Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yes, defensively, what they've done, they funnel people his way and banking on his ability to intimidate.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. Van Vliet finds Anunoby.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
Outside Irving. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 5 points, and the basket from Van Vliet.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Irving. Dinwiddie wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Back to Irving. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Van Vliet's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Durant. A putback, and Dinwiddie stays with it.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
LeVert against Lowry. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Serge Ibaka.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
KD dishes to Dinwiddie. Here's Jordan. Nobody near Irving. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
I mean, Kyrie, too pure of a shooter to let him catch and shoot with that much space.
Lowry's shot is good.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why? He helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's beloved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
The Raptors have gone a spotless 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. That one drops for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's Durant missing. The Raptors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. And the basket by Lowry.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Toronto. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
In terms of height, Durant was not a late bloomer, already a 6-footer in middle school.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marc Gasol's checked in for Siakam. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry.
I'll tell you what, Durant takes a lot of contact inside. Defenders try to muscle him, but it doesn't matter.
Davis kicks to Powell. Hollis-Jefferson with it. KD's on him. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And the Raptors making a change here. Boucher is checked in. Allen's checked in for the Nets. 1:24 left here in the third quarter. Boucher misses off the right iron. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good.
To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
Raptors trail by 3. Davis kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Davis, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Nets shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Prince finds Allen. That one misses. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Powell inside. Harris is there. Some solid defense from Harris. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Poked loose and stolen by Prince. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. Kyle Lowry comes in for Davis. Hollis-Jefferson kicks to Ibaka. Stolen by Allen. Knocks it loose. Gasol with the steal. Lays it up and banks it in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Harris passes to Allen. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul. There's 18 seconds left in the third. The putback. And it's Durant with the rebound. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball. LeVert the pass to Durant. LeVert kicks to Irving. Here's Dinwiddie. Lays it up off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 10 points.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets. They lead by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Lowry and Powell, the guards. Marcus Gasol is out there with Ibaka, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. LeVert from outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really awful.
Nets leading by 7. Allen passes to LeVert. Gasol with the steal. Lowry with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Out to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through, asserts himself at the rim.
Irving dishes to Durant. Irving passes to Allen. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Ibaka. Fast break Toronto. Lowry leading the charge. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Hollis Jefferson.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
Here's Durant, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
The drive by Lowry. It's stolen by Allen. To the paint. Here's Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Now it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. T right on him. Count the basket. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Timeout called the Nets.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Here's Siakam. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Prince. And that'll be 2 for... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And whenever Jamal Crawford's teammates need him to hit a bucket, he really rises to the occasion.
Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Taurean Prince. He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
A shot-blocking man of the world. Ibaka can tell you, not in my house, in at least 4 languages.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Irving finds Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. LeVert from outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
He keeps a low profile, but make no mistake, KD lives for the big shots.
Siakam's shot is off. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. At one point, they led by 16. It's tipped. Here's Lowry. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Allen slams it in.
More from Allen. Can pile up points without wasting possessions. Very economical.
Toronto, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. And the Raptors miss again. Now, here is Irving. Shoots the 3. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Irving. And the Nets lead by 8.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Allen passes to Irving over Lowry. They get it back. Allen kicks to LeVert. Irving against Lowry. Here's Dinwiddie. And the 3 off target. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live here on the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Ed VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Lillard with the bucket.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Now here's Anthony after the miss from Serge Ibaka. Here's Nurkic out to Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by McCollum.
Man, both on balance and on point. Damian working through that mid-range area now.
And the basket by Lowry.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Good.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lowry from outside. He doesn't hit that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. The shot by Lillard wide open. The three-pointer no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And Siakam throws it down.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the rack.
Now here's Nurkic. Anthony finds Nurkic. Here is Lillard to the middle. Hits. Caught that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got his second basket of the game.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Ibaka. Rebound by Anthony.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I see Melo slink himself into position there, and good timing on the offensive rebound putback.
That's tipped. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. There's the feed to Ibaka. Yep, that one goes. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. Raptors also changing it up. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. He was all alone on that one. Lillard's got 7.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. and he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Collins passes to Trent. He dishes it to Whiteside. In the corner, it's Little. From the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, there's not a rebound that Whiteside cannot get to when he's floating around the charge circle, reaches up, snatches that one down.
And the rejection by Collins. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Powell, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by... Damian Lillard told us before the game when asked how he sticks.
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're... Just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, we've got Rodney Hood. Little out there with Collins. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Terrence Davis. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Hood, the pass to Nurkic. Outside Collins. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And a wide open look for Hood. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
It's a good weapon for Rodney Hood when he's got his feet set. He can sometimes get it going from outside the arc.
It's stolen by Little. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Hood, the pass to Trent. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Collins. And Toronto also making a switch. Siakam's checked in. Count that one from VanVleet.
They are just killing them on the interior. And Rodney Hood, not a big name player, Bones, but he's earned a ton of minutes wherever he's played over the course of his career.
A lot of people just really happy for Rodney Hood that he can continue his career coming back from a torn Achilles, and that's no easy task. So for him to just be back out on the floor and contributing in any way is a great sign.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Nurkic kicks to Hood. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Here's Van Vliet. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Van Vliet's got his second basket.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Back to McCollum. Pass to Trent. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, he's a great shooter who can just make plays for others. McCollum with a nice assist that time.
Here's Anunoby and the powerful one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Little passes to Hood. And the pass to Nurkic. Outside Hood. Here's Trent. The three from McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, the coach has confidence in C.J. taking that shot, and so C.J. has confidence in making it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Gasol finds Siakam. Right side Davis. 3-pointer. And again, no good by Toronto.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The 3 from McCollum. They get it back. Ariza outside. And it's McCollum in the corner. Down low. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Nurkic has got 6.
Not bad. Nurkic with a nice shot there, especially off of that assist.
To the inside. Hollis Jefferson. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lillard up top. While recovering. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 2-point Portland lead.
And understands when to make the right play. Lowry refused to let the fast break opportunity go to waste.
Lillard with it. Hollis Jefferson's there. Anthony can't hit.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
No doubt among the best passing centers to have ever played this game. Gasol is a guy you can run your offense through, makes quick and decisive decisions.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 18 points. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so... And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
So for Toronto right now, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward.
Extremely well put together in terms of body coordination. Ibaka pump fakes under control, then draws the foul.
Raptors have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Portland trailing here. Lillard, right side. Kicks it out to Ariza. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. Anthony dishes to Nurkic. Poked away. Stolen by VanVleet. The drive by Lowry. Yes, that goes in. Lowry's got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard against Anunoby. It's stolen by Ibaka. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Lowry. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Raptors leading by 6. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Inside and stolen by Whiteside. And now Portland on the break, and here they go. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by McCollum. Nurkic has got 8 points.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Boucher finds Lowry. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
Anthony, the pass to Whiteside. Lillard from outside. He can't get that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Down low. Here's Boucher. Rebound by Nurkic. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Portland. Anthony. The second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Powell, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. Gasol dishes to Powell. Outside for Davis. Back to Powell. There's Hollis Jefferson. And again, Toronto no up.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
Pass to Gasol. Stolen by Collins. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing for the lead. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Davis.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, GA. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. That is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
Davis, the pass to Powell. Raptors moving the ball around. Back to Boucher. Right side Gasol. Boucher kicks to Powell. Misses and the dry spell continues. And here's the fast break. Here's Trent.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Trailblazers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. A different look now for Portland. Little, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for Anthony. And the Raptors also making a change. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Some changes for Toronto. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Thomas comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Davis. VanVleet kicks to Johnson. To the paint. And finished off by Gasol.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Trailblazers.
40 seconds left to play here in the third. Collins, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
To the middle. Outside for Thomas. Feeds it to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Deflects the pass. Johnson against Ariza. Hood for 3. Siakam pulls it in. It could go. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got C.J. McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Collins, and it's Trent in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to Collins. Up again, and Collins is right there.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Outside for Lowry. Lets it go from deep. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Trent. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
To the left wing. Back to VanVleet. Back to Anunoby. Ibaka right side. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
Ibaka hits both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Collins passes to Nurkic. Now here's Collins. Ariza outside. Here's Trent. He's guarded by Anunoby. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Siakam. And the first one drops. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Collins. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Raptors trail by 6. Here's Lowry. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Offensive rebound. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
Ibaka, no luck. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Trent. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 6 assists in the game. Toronto calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Lillard against Ibaka. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. To the inside, stolen by McCollum. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Ibaka. Count that bucket.
And with those smooth strides of his, Ibaka able to beat the defenders to the punch on that dribble drive.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Outside Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Three-pointer Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time for McCollum. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for Portland. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Up and in on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Davis can't get it to go.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Three-pointer Lillard. Tips it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Portland.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And Portland making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Free throw good. Nurkic.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Three-pointer Lillard connects from three-point range.
making every effort to put this game on ice.
He loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And this is where Ibaka is becoming a little more savvy. Just catches the defense off guard. All they can do at that point is foul.
That one misses. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Kicks it out to Lillard. Put on the wing. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And a miss there on the triple. Fast break Toronto. Johnson's got the ball. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
Well, Johnson and that size and frame he has, that's not a problem getting hit.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's... The energy is mounting. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA payday.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. And looking at the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Anthony. Back to Nurkic. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard from outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Drops in the tray.
Bam! Irving on the other side with his own 3. What a competitor.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Nurkic dishes to Carmelo. Irving against Lillard. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Dinwiddie against McCollum. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. No good from outside. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Remarkable strength on the alley-oop. Durant, he's taking no prisoners.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's Ariza on the wing. Pass to Nurkic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Dinwiddie wide open, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Durant against Ariza. Nurkic kicks to Anthony. Knocks it loose. Lillard fires away from way outside. No good on that one. Dinwiddie with some nice D. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Awesome job running the correct route there, and Allen just beating everyone to the right spot. Nice.
Anthony on the wing. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Come on. It's Prince on the wing. To the paint. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Harris passes to Jordan. Clock at 4. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Off on the layup. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Lillard from outside. Kept alive.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Harris passes to Jordan. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Back to Jordan. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
Lillard attacking. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, the D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving this out.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. Inside. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Dinwiddie.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard from outside the arc. Gets a hand on it. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time? And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a...
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after me, I'm...
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, inside we got Prince and Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Crawford, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. Nets passing it around. Left side, Harris. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Crawford. And there's the pass to Prince. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And now Portland on the break. Pass to Little. Out to Hood. Down low. Whiteside. Rebounded by the Nets.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Outside for Jordan. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the...
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
And Prince with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Pass to Trent. To the paint. Here's Whiteside. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Not to be denied. Whiteside's NBA career didn't start until he was 25. Works for those hoops.
The shot's good from Jordan.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
To the wing right side. Little dishes to Whiteside. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Harris finds Prince. Harris outside. Goes up at the stripe. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Here's Jordan. Crawford trying to free himself up.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Hood, the pass to Whiteside. Back to Hood. The feed to Whiteside. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Here's Harris, and the rejection by Collins.
An established defender at a young age. Collins has the timing and the reach to block shots.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And a switch here also for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Whiteside kicks to Nurkic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The superior strength on display. Nurkic excels at absorbing contact and muscling the shot in regardless.
Free throw good. Nurkic.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Hood against Dinwiddie. Hood dishes to Whiteside. Excellent D there from Allen. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a three-point game.
Who's watching here?
Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. Misses from close range. It's been all about Hassan Whiteside. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even, and he doesn't get talked about that. And
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Hassan Whiteside really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Here's who Darius Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the three. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
The kick out to Irving. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
And that one's good. Durant.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their fifth consecutive make in the paint.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
A superb concentration from the clever guard. McCollum, he's so used to getting knocked around, going up easy for him.
Here's Allen. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Lillard against Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard attacking. Yep, that one goes in there. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Well, Lillard is used to getting pushed around. Got to admire how he muscles it in regardless.
Irving finds Dinwiddie. Outside Durant from downtown. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. To the middle. Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 6 points for C.J. McCollum.
No, you can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
Here's Irving. Count it.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Left side Ariza. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Irving against Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
KD passes to Allen. LeVert against Ariza. Back to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. Allen lays it up off the glass. Allen's got 7.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Lillard on top, covered by Irving. Yep, it counts. He's got 11.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Irving drives in. Outside Durant. LeVert in the corner. To the inside. Here's Irving. And it's sent back by Lillard. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Ariza. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, Durant covers a ton of ground with this limp, using his wingspan to wipe away shots.
Brooklyn trailing. Feeds it to Dinwiddie. Allen dishes to Durant. Back to Allen. Passes it to KD. Inside. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And you can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes a play for his teammate.
Lillard, the pass to Ariza. Out to Anthony. Lillard outside. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The toughness and the edge Nurkic provides, it's awesome. A physical big man. He makes an impact on both ends of the floor.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. And Luwawu subbed in for Dinwiddie. Irving kicks to Prince. Irving passes to Jordan. Out to Harris for the lead. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. Garrett Temple has checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for Portland. Whiteside's checked in. To the paint. Here's Trent. No points in the game yet for him. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
McCollum outside. Ariza, the rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Trent passes to Whiteside. Here's Trent with 2 seconds left. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
I mean, like the kick out there, recognizing there's more room outside than inside.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Portland out in front. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. McCollum, no good. Nets trail by 3. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
When he's out in the open floor and has a head of steam, there really isn't any way you can slow him down.
McCollum kicks to Ariza. Now the pass to Nurkic. There's the dish to Whiteside. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Jordan. And it's Prince penetrating. That puts them in the lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Cullen passes to Ariza. To the middle, got a piece of it, and stolen by Jordan. Prince finds Jordan. And Whiteside sends it back.
Yeah, Whiteside won't allow that. You have to work way harder to outplay a blocker of his talent.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Whiteside. And he could not get that one to go. Otacon. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Brooklyn making some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Irving subbed in for Joe Harris. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Stolen by Durant. Outside Jordan. Pass to Irving. Now Durant. Passes to Allen. Shoots over Nurkic. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. Here's Lillard. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, there's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those. When you need a big bucket, you were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Lillard. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Well, Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Here's Dinwiddie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Dinwiddie's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Shots good by Durant.
Oh, man, brushing off the defense with ease. Durant is no stranger to being played with physicality.
Kicks it out to Ariza. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Anthony's checked in for Portland. Irving against Lillard. Makes it off the glass.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
The Nets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Outside, KD. But they recover it. Allen kicks to Durant. Back to Allen. KD dishes to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Harris. Here's Irving. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Durant, the pass to Allen. Back to KD. The kick out to Irving. The pass to KD. Over Anthony. KD's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Lillard outside. Lets it go. And it falls over the rim and in. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Harris's shot is off. Lillard looking around. His three-pointers off the mark. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Chris Webber.